Hello, I'm Janet.
And I'm Carrie.
And we are two girls and a bottle of wine.
Because men like boobs.
And girls like wine. And it's been way too long since you've been here.
Yeah, it's been about 6 or 7 weeks.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know.
I don't either. I was like, when's Carrie?
It's been
when
busy.
Is Carrie?
I've been busy. No, that's not true. I haven't been busy.
I was so scared because you told me a few weeks ago, or probably a couple months ago, that when the snow came, we would have to be prepared for you not to travel.
No, not necessarily. Once I get new tires, then we're okay. Right now with bad tires, yeah, I might not show up.
So last week it was a little slippery.
It was?
And T-Squared came. But she lives in Parker.
I know, she lives 5 minutes away.
I was like, oh, timing. So then when it was snowing on Saturday, I was like, oh, please stop by Monday. Please. I was praying to God. I was like, please stop the snow.
I would still figure out a way. If I scheduled it, I'd figure out a way.
I am going to make Steve show me how to do Skype. Just in case.
Oh, that'd be fun.
You have a brand new iPhone 6 Plus.
That'd be fun.
And Skype would work lovely. And then I have Kim Eden. Have you seen her?
Yes.
She is a huge supporter of us.
In Nebraska.
Yes. No, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Yeah, one of those.
Don't lump them.
Sorry, Kim.
They don't like them lumped.
Sorry, Kim.
But I really want to get her on because she's a huge supporter. And I've never actually met her. But I will one day.
She'll be fun.
Yeah. So since you and I met last, I got you into all of these great fall television shows.
Yes, you did. That's why I haven't been here. I'm mad. I was mad at you. They canceled. I got into these shows. They're canceled. They're over.
All of them. All of them. Except Marry Me. Did you even get into that one?
No, I didn't like it.
I didn't like the first one, but the rest were okay. But yeah, they canceled Selfie, Bad Judge, A to Z, and Manhattan Love Story. I just watched the last Manhattan Love Story yesterday, and I was very sad. Because I wanted to see where it progressed.
It was a cute show.
It was going on pretty well.
It was a really cute show. I have gotten into Stalker.
Huh?
Stalker.
What's that?
It's on ABC, I think.
Is it 30 minutes or an hour?
It's an hour. It's a decent show, but it's predictable.
Steve hates predictable shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
all the shows that got canceled, he's like, yeah, I could have told you. Because they were kind of predictable.
I didn't think Selfie was that predictable.
I love her.
I do too.
I want to be her.
Well, I loved her.
Did you see her chalkboard walls?
Yeah. I loved her from Doctor Who. I mean, she was my
you
favorite.
And Min Min.
Mm-hmm. I loved her from Doctor Who, and I was so excited to see her in the show, and this is your fault because you got me into these shows. I would not have even known about any of these shows except you told me about them.
And last year this happened to me.
And that's why I haven't been here, because I've been mourning.
But you've forgiven me, right?
I have forgiven you.
Because I motivated you to catch up on Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, you got me into Sons of Anarchy.
Okay, so recap. How many episodes have you watched since the last time you were here? No judgments.
The last time I was here, I hadn't watched one.
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
I have not watched
and you're caught
up. Yeah, and there's 89 episodes now, and I have watched 89 episodes in 3 weeks because Netflix is my new boyfriend. I've told you that. Netflix is totally I probably need a life.
No.
And so this woman, she was telling me, she said, oh, I love Sons of Anarchy. I watched the first 2 seasons in like a month and a half. I'm like, you are such an amateur. I watched 89 episodes in 3 weeks.
That's 89 hours.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Because they were like hour and a half long episodes.
I'm actually telling everybody how much I don't have a life. Because I have a job, too. So I have a job where I couldn't watch it. And so that means that pretty much all the other time was watching Sons of Anarchy.
Jax is one hot piece of meat.
Jax is absolutely... He is absolutely hot, but this season I've broke up with him.
Right. So, he was supposed to be Christian Grey.
Yeah.
Would that have not been amazing?
Well, you know my feelings about 50 Shades.
I know.
So we won't get into that.
But I just watched the latest trailer the day before yesterday, and I was like, I'm still mourning the fact that Jax is not 50 Shades of Grey guy. Anyway, okay, so Sons of Anarchy. It's the very last season. We have 3 episodes left. You're all caught up. You watched last week? OMG. So, You told me you have your prediction. Let's go. Come on.
I don't necessarily have my prediction. I know what I want to happen. What I want to happen is I want Jax to kill Gemma.
Amen.
That's what I want to happen.
Yes.
But then at the same time, it's...
The little boy's got to be involved somehow. And which scares the crap out of me.
What's fascinating to me, though, is Kurt Sutter, who wrote it.
Is a weird man.
Well, and he's married to
Gemma.
You'd think he'd have made his wife a little nicer.
Why? You should follow him on Twitter. I know you forget you have a Twitter account.
I do forget.
You really need to follow him on Twitter. He is a messed up man in real life.
Oh, I'm sure.
And he has, like, just some of his... I had to stop following him because it was bringing me down.
Well, then I'm not going to follow him.
Well, no, I think you would be smarter. I think you would be smarter to look beyond what he was actually saying to what he actually meant. But I agree with you. I think Jax is going to end up killing Gemma.
It's an intense show.
But I think everybody else is going to die before it happens.
Oh, yeah.
I think they will be the last two standing outside of the children. I don't think the children will die. I think the last two standing will be Gemma and Jax will kill her. But we only have 3 episodes. I'm like, come on, get to getting. Bobby's died. We should probably, let people know this is a spoiler. Because there's people, it's probably sitting on there.
Maybe we should stop talking about what's happening now. Because I know I do have friends who are behind.
Yes.
It is intense, though. At the end of each one, you're like, did that seriously just happen?
I know. Are you able to watch the gruesome scenes?
Yeah.
I'm not. I have to look away.
Yeah.
Like the Bobby eyeball, the Bobby fingers. I did not watch that happen.
I mean, some of them make you cringe.
Opie, I didn't watch the Opie thing. I knew what was happening. I went into the kitchen and did dishes. That
made me sad when Opie
I
was
cried
killed.
even not watching.
Yeah, I liked Opie.
Yeah.
Intense show. I am back to my, kind of superhero, sci-fi kind of stuff.
Like...
I just really got into Arrow. It's on whatever. What is CW? So it's on that, but I'm watching it on Netflix. It's a good show. I like it. It's the superhero kind of, Batman sort of drama.
Okay.
But it's a fun show. How
many seasons has it been on?
It's on the third. It's on the third. So it's pretty current.
It's not going away. It's not getting canceled.
No, it's on third, and I realized you can tell if they're going to get canceled. Like, if they already know. Like, if they already know they signed up for the whole season, you can tell on Prime, because you can buy the entire season. They won't sell the entire season if it's been canceled.
Okay, explain that again.
So, on Prime, there's some shows you have to pay for on Prime. And you can buy the whole season. There's no offering. You can tell if it's been canceled because there's no offering to buy the whole season. But you can also tell if there's an offer to buy the season, then it's going to continue at least for that season.
Dang. How's Marry Me looking? Have you even looked?
I haven't looked.
I love that girl.
I watched the first one and
the first one was bad.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But it's the only one standing from all. But I love that girl actress. I don't know her name. She was Penny on Happy Endings, and I think she's just adorable.
I don't think I've seen Happy Endings.
It was canceled last year after like 3 seasons, so maybe the 3-season rule. I have bad luck for television shows.
I am, of course, I watch Big Bang Theory.
Ooh, we've got some news to talk about. But first, let's do Woman Crush of the Week, because I can get that out of the way.
All right, you go ahead and do yours first.
Okay, so last week I found myself in a little bit of an emotional rut, and I didn't know why.
That's where I've been for PMS. 2 months.
Mm-hmm. It was just me being very unmotivated to do anything in life. But my boyfriend sent me a link to a big news article about Betsy Johnson, because he knows I love her, and she just immediately brightened my day. So she is my Woman Crush of the week. Do you know who Betsy Johnson is?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Because I was speaking with someone that didn't, and that made me very sad. But if you don't know who she always has a smile on her face, very carefree attitude. She is a designer. A fashion designer, best known for her feminine and whimsical designs. Lots of pink, lots of floral, but then that edgy, like, spikes and stuff. And she is known for doing a cartwheel and the splits at the end of her fashion shows, which is pretty amazing because she's 72 years old.
Isn't that incredible?
Incredible. She had a reality show last year, and I don't know if it's coming back, but I watched that one. Again, I'm bad luck to television shows.
I'm not following anything you tell me to watch again.
Unless it's been on for like 5 seasons.
Exactly, like Sons of Anarchy.
Right. My favorite quote that I found from Betsy is, girls do not dress for boys. They dress for themselves and, of course, each other. If girls dress for boys, they just walk around naked all of the time.
That might be the truest statement I have heard all week.
And it is so
true. And really, I dress for comfort.
It's cold outside.
I got to go home before I came here.
Nice.
So I could pick up my new phone. I totally dress for myself. You know, I buy fancy shoes because I dress.
They make you feel pretty.
Exactly. It's all for me. You know, guys don't care. They really don't.
I gotta wonder, how do you and T-Squared walk in this stuff, though, with those shoes you own? She was like...
And like snow?
Yeah, and ice, because the snow turns to ice, and she was walking in these heels last week, and I'm like,
they're kind of like cleats. I don't generally... No. I'll usually put on boots or at least my tennis shoes. Like, if I'm walking from the parking garage to my office, you know, I put on tennis shoes because it's bad for the heels.
Right.
Can I walk in it? Yeah, of course I can. See, and I'm fortunate because I have big feet. I think that's why I'm able to wear...
What size do you wear?
Such 10s. So I think that's why I'm able to wear such incredibly high heels, and they don't bother me, ever. Because it's a PSI thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a pounds per square inch thing, and, you know, that's spread over more. I'm going with that.
There you go.
It's so funny, though, now that we post all the Sexy Shoe Sundays, there's always a couple of women that will not wear heels, and they have to criticize you for it.
I haven't gotten that.
That's so terrible.
But I've only posted twice.
Yeah, it's so bad for your feet. It's so bad for your feet. And that's fine. I've been wearing high heels forever.
Right.
And I don't experience any of the things that they claim I'm going to experience. So
keep on keeping on.
I'll be 70 with my walker and my high heels.
I can see that completely.
Totally.
Who's your woman crush of the week?
My woman crush of the week is actually a man, but a man who does... No, I will explain this to you. He is a man who does something pretty incredible for girls. You know, one of my big causes is that healthy body image, you know. Just
right. And I love that about
learning to really just love who we are and to see each other for our own beauty, you know. I think that's extremely important, you know, to not compare each other, you know, just liking who we are, finding our own beauty. Well, one of the things where it starts really young, I mean, most girls, girls start talking about being on a diet, you know, 9-year-olds on diets. And their mother's supporting it.
Right.
That's something that's so sad to me. Well, it doesn't just start with media. It starts with Barbie. So if we turn Barbie, and I had Barbies. You know, I wanted to be a fashion designer, so I had Barbies, and I designed clothes for Barbie. If you turn Barbie in with her proportions into a real woman, her neck would be too narrow and too long to even hold up her head. Her waist is so small that she could have half of one kidney and maybe half of a liver. Her ankles would be 6 inches and her feet like a toddler size 3. So, I mean, really she'd be this, and her boobs are so massive she'd probably fall over or definitely have incredible back pain. You know, so, I mean, really, if she was really put into a real person, she'd be this deformed thing of boobs.
Have you seen the women that have had the plastic surgery?
Yes. I think that is so crazy. I just think that is so sad that somebody dislikes themselves that much to do that. Well, anyway, so my woman crush of the week is a man, and his name is Nicolay Lamb.
Okay.
He is an artist and a researcher. Now, what he does with some of his artistic skill is he went to, he looked up, you know, with the CDC, the average size 19-year-old
Okay.
And created a Barbie, you know, still the blonde and everything, with those proportions, real proportions. Now, interestingly, our average 19-year-old is still pretty thin.
Right.